I'm David Malsby, and we welcome you onto the campus that we call Camp Hope. It is the residential program of the PTSD Foundation of America. We are serving America's veterans and their families as they struggle with combat-related post-traumatic stress. We have a lengthy program, but it's all absolutely free for our veterans. And right now we are excited for you to meet one of the brand new graduates from our program. Introduce yourself.
My name is Richey. I'm from the great state of Georgia.
All right, Georgia, and branch, and where you deployed?
I was in the Army, and I deployed 2 combat tours to Afghanistan.
Okay. Combat, obviously, coming home, there's a lot of trauma that you bring home with you. What happened when you came home?
I wanted to try to control my environment. I knew that I wanted to help and serve others still. And for me, that ended up being working at the fire department. I very much so enjoyed that. I enjoyed the medical aspect of it, as well as fighting fire. I also became a public safety diver. And but with all of those great and wonderful things, it just added more complexity to my PTSD.
Sure, and it's not an unusual story. I mean, with services in your heart and in your soul, you serve in the military, you come home and want to continue to serve. But it does just more and more trauma.
Yes, sir.
What happened as a result of trauma for you?
So my PTSD started whenever I was a child. Severe abandonment issues. So me joining the military added on to that. Joining the fire service added on to that. I had finally got to a place where I was angry at God because I just figured that this is the way, this was the path that He had decided for me to take. I just had to suck it up, deal with it, and what really sucked is knowing that my family either had to endure it or they were going to leave me.
So what happened to get you to a place that you were ready to leave the great state of Georgia, come to a place called Camp Hope in Houston, Texas, for an extended period of time?
I found myself one evening. I'd been outside working all day. Hadn't ate anything all day. In the good old great state of Georgia, moonshine is still very prevalent and has a great, still a presence. Went to a buddy of mine's house, and I ended up having 4 or 5 drinks off of a mason jar. I do not remember getting back home. My wife and my family, I have the most wonderful, sweetest, and loving wife and family. I blacked out that night, and I put my hands on my wife. I made a reality for her what was one of her worst fears ever, as well as my oldest daughter and my granddaughter and my son-in-law. And I'd never gotten in trouble before, never been arrested, nothing like that. I woke up the next morning in jail with 7 felonies and 3 misdemeanors. My wife, given the opportunity to wash her hands of me and walk away, she said that she was standing in the bathroom looking in the mirror a day or 2 afterwards, and she felt this overwhelming presence come over her. And it was nothing short of God telling her, give him grace, you have to help him. So she started looking. She found Camp Hope. She presented that to me as well as to the DA and my lawyer. And instead of wanting to see me punished, she wanted to see me get help, because for some reason, man, she always knew deep down that I was a good man and I had a good heart. And because of that opportunity and my godsend of a wife, and because of Camp Hope, I am the man today that she always knew that I could be.
So you've come into the program, you've worked your way through it, and we've also been working with your wife.
Yes, sir.
And you're ready to go home. What's changed for you that you're looking forward to as you go home?
One of the most important things to me that I've gathered here at Camp Hope, there's several things, multiple things, but as a child I was never taught how to communicate. I was never taught how to feel and recognize my emotions. And I never understood or never was taught the concept of mindfulness. Think about what you're thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited to use those tools to go back home and be an actual productive member of my family.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on completing the program.
Thanks,
I
sir.
do wish you and your family the very best going forward. If you would like more information on the program, again, it is absolutely free and it can absolutely change your life, change your family's life. ptsdusa.org.